Rishi Sunak has been accused of taking a high-tax wrecking ball to the UK's economic recovery from the coronavirus pandemic by one of his own backbenchers. It comes at a time when the cost of living is on the rise as inflation grows to a 30-year high. The Chancellor has been urged to do more to help taxpayers alleviate the crisis, but so far calls have fallen on deaf ears. The government is being called on to scrap the expected rise in national insurance, due to kick in this April. Mr. Sunak has also been urged to cut VAT on household bills, which have seen massive increases since a natural gas shortage last year led to higher energy costs. Tweeting this morning, Sir John Redwood, a Tory MP and Brexiteer, said, "The Treasury are about to hit our good economic recovery with their high-tax wrecking ball." Why do they so hate enterprise and hard work? Yesterday, a YouGov poll found that an overwhelming majority of people felt that the government was not handling the cost of living crisis at all well. Some 77% of Britons thought that the government was handling the issue badly. Even among Conservative voters, 64% believed that the government was not handling the crisis well. Announced in September 2021, national insurance contributions are set to rise by 1.25% from April this year to pay for health and social care service. The tax hike is expected to bring in an extra £13 billion and will go towards clearing the backlog of patients waiting for treatment on the NHS due to the coronavirus pandemic. It is part of a raft of measures, including a pledge to invest £36 billion over the next 3 years in the NHS, and a promise that no one will pay more than £86,000 for social care from October 2023, regardless of their assets. At the time, Boris Johnson described the package as the biggest catch-up program in the health services history. However, the national insurance rise is said to have drawn the ire of backbenchers, at a time when it was becoming clear that the cost of living was on the rise. Ten Tory MPs rebelled against the government when the rise was put to a vote, with a further 44 abstaining. Now, Mr. Johnson and Mr. Sunak are under pressure from backbenchers again to scrap the rise altogether. Last week, the Office for National Statistics revealed that the Consumer Price Index had soared to 5.4% inflation, the highest in 30 years. In his autumn budget speech, Mr. Sunak told the House of Commons, taxes are rising to their highest level as a percentage of GDP since the 1950s. I don't like it, but I cannot apologize for it. It's the result of the unprecedented crisis we faced and the extraordinary action we took in response. He added, "My goal is to reduce taxes. By the end of this parliament, I want taxes to be going down, not up." According to recent reports, behind closed doors the Chancellor is said to have distanced himself from the national insurance rise. There were also claims that he and the Prime Minister were discussing the possibility of a one-off £500 payment to families to help with household bills. However, he has so far held off from committing to a VAT cut. Earlier this month, Patrick Minford, Chair of Applied Economics at Cardiff University, told Express.co.uk that taxes should be lowered to promote growth. He said, "The truth is that government policy needs to be very bullish and boosterish, and taxes need to come down and stay down." A Treasury spokesperson said, "We're providing support worth around £12 billion this financial year and next to help families with the cost of living, and further work is ongoing to look at the appropriate response to cost of living pressures people are facing." "We're cutting the universal credit taper to make sure work pays, freezing alcohol and fuel duties to keep costs down, and providing targeted support to help households with their energy bills. The Health and Social Care Levy will provide a necessary, permanent source of funding to support the NHS and social care system, benefiting people across the country." Thank you for watching.